We love hip hop.
Tory Lanez, he's dropped his new album, the Peterson album. Yeah. Everybody got a chance to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Before I play anything off the album, first thoughts, just on a 1 to 10, what do y'all give the album rating?
I give it like an 8.5 considering everything.
Okay. What about you, Dusty?
I give it a 9er.
It's a 9. I posted on Twitter and I was like, 10 on 10.
Okay.
Right? But this is just me, right? Like prisoner of the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Nice way to say it.
Oh, yeah, my bad. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think it is up there. You know what I'm saying? I got to live with it a little longer before I give it a 10 on 10. Now,
yeah.
I gave it an internet 10 on 10.
Yeah.
But if I want to give it an honest, it still might be a 10 on 10, bro.
I know. I'm right there. 9.5.
It's legendary.
Fire.
It's legendary.
I'm on a 9.05.
Oh, okay.
I see what you did right there.
Yeah, 9.5.
So wait, are we calling Peel the 9 now?
9.5.
Are we going to start spreading
call it the 9.5?
Well, he did make a post asking the people about calling it the 9. Let me see if I could pull up my Instagram again. But let me see. What did Tory say about the 9?
Definitely the best album in Toronto right now.
I told you guys so.
What he said? DJs are?
No.
Sorry, you guys disagree?
No. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
You pretty much, prophecy. Prophecy fulfilled. Dusty Damas.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah. Give me a reading on this one right here.
Okay, from Tory. Toronto is referred to as the 6 due to the 416 area code. I think it's fair that from this day forward, Brampton, Mississauga, and anything with the 905 and 289 area code should be considered as and called the 9. I think everybody can agree Peel is not the dot. It's only right we separate it for the world's understanding. # 9 side.
9 side.
9 side?
Okay, is this division or is this unity or
staying
is it both?
Far away from Drake?
It's a little bit both, I guess.
He's staying far away.
Let me play some of this stuff here. This is a song that is a standout. I played this. Did I play this already? No, I didn't play this yet.
Nigga, you disgusting.
Get me dusty.
Working for me. All of the information I give is that
Yo, it's hip hop royalty over here, dog.
So he said in the interview that he did, or like the live stream with Gillian Wallow.
Yeah.
And salute to those guys. They did a live stream with him on the day of the album or the night of the album, like a launch party type of thing.
Yeah.
That his album is a way that he's able to, through music, he's allowed to speak. So there's a lot of things that he can't say or wasn't able to say, but music, because there's a freedom of speech, or not just that, the law of creative expression or something like that.
Yeah.
Where he can see, you can get away with saying certain things as long as it's in a song. Right? So all this stuff that he's saying, like he's like pretty much saying, this is why I'm in here. Like, the Sean Hawley, he put her by name. What do y'all think, man? Do y'all think
didn't he say Megan's name too?
Yeah, he dissed not only Megan the Stallion, but he's talking about Megan Cuniff, the lawyer or the reporter, right? Saying that she was paid off and stuff like that, and like he really got into the intricacies of stuff that reasons why he's in jail for this. You know what I'm saying?
So perfect,
right? So I don't know, man. Y'all. Are y'all feeling this? Like, is he doing the right things right now?
Yeah, bro.
100%.
Bro, this
legendary.
Legendary. He's bigger than Pop. He's going to be bigger than Pop.
This guy's on the phone with Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah, he did mention that in one of the songs, too.
And he mentioned TDE.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? He has to stay. Look, worst time to be in a LA County jail.
Yeah.
When the whole beef thing was going on with Kendrick and Toronto and, so... I can see where he kind of has, Whack 100. He'd be messing with Whack 100. I can see where he's leaning, and he's getting kind of schooled, like how to move.
Yeah,
he's uniting the coasts in a way.
Yeah. Yo, this album, like you said, is a 10 out of 10. And like I agree with you, brother, when it comes to that. But him explaining to me like what he's actually going through, what he's seeing, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I told you guys this was the whole point in like. When the Party Next Door album dropped and Drake, I was like, nah, I kind of wanted to hear Tory at this moment because it's like he has something more to deliver to the city that's going through certain stipulations right now with the violence and stuff like that. He's actually shining more light. He's given us. He started speaking patois on one of the records and stuff like that. So I'm grasping more to this. You know what I mean? It's hard for me right now.
It's more relatable to the hoodmans, right? A lot of hoodmans have gone through the jail experience. You know what I'm saying? Getting lawyer fees together from the lawyer fee song and having to do things to get this money for lawyers. You know, talking to your girl on the phone and stuff like that. He did a lot of things that mans who dealt with real situations can relate to.
What they're going through.
Right? So it's like the whole thing when Americans kind of don't believe us. It's like there's a man in jail right now, you know what I'm saying, who's dealing with the shit. And he's talking about swapping out with niggas and, you know what I'm saying? Like, He's talking stout as a guy who's out in there, like as if he's not in there having fights, you know, like as if he's already out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that tough guy bravado talk that people will talk about, like, but you don't actually have to deal with it. For him to be talking this tough in jail, he can finish listening to or doing the song and then somebody be like, yo, bro, I heard you talking tough in your little song there, and actually test him. So he's dealing with the shit in real time.
In real time.
You know what I'm saying? Where a rapper could be like, yo, I'll shoot you up at the club and whatever. And you never be at the club unless you with mad security. Like, he's literally saying, like, I get into scraps. And he's getting into scraps probably.
People want to sleep him.
Yes.
He's explaining that.
And he also has bare money. So he's also letting you know, like, I can get you slumped outside for them kind of money I have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's something to it. Keep going though.
Also, one thing I appreciate about this album as a whole is a lot of the features. Okay, he has his dad early in the album, right? Sunstar on the track "Guide Me Through the Storm." He does a nice, an amazing sermon at the end of the song, right?
Yes.
But then he also has Yoko Gold on "Slippin' and Fallin'," and Charlie Rowe. But then he has other people on, like, for example, Wolfgang is on Gangland.
That song.
What is this?
That
song is sick.
I think, is that the one that samples "I'm So Appalled"?
No, that's the one that's like, whoop, there it is.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it samples both those songs.
I'll put it. And this is featuring...
We love hip-hop.
Yeah.
Sick with it.
Dirty.
Yeah. And there's other songs here. Besides Wolfgang and Kylon, he has My Shyla featuring Destiny. Right? Destiny's over there doing some singing on there. He has Back Outside featuring SOS or SOS. That's Hollywood, formerly known as Hollywood SOS. And Destiny again on the song. So, like, this is a family affair. A lot of people don't realize that Tory has like 5-6 brothers and sisters
that do
that, and they're all making music. You know what I'm saying? Yes.
Wolfgang,
Yoko Gold is another one of his brothers. Like, all these people are all his family.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him a lot of props for doing that, like getting the family involved.
There's two things I want to say. That move was what we like. Remember when we were saying, like, getting a Toronto album, like when Drake was going through his little kabuffle? This is what he should have done. Now you make the man sitting in jail come and do this, and it's sounding right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then there was something else you said about him having the hard approach of being in jail. From Canada. You still got to remember, he went there for shooting a woman. Okay, so we gotta like step back. I gotta step back.
Allegedly,
and realize that. So
it wasn't for some gangster ass shit.
And selling bricks. Right? Cool. Right. I know you made your mistake in life, and if you're being set up, we know that that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? We know what's going on. But in all reality, that's the results. So I have to kind of stay, like, I'm like, yo, I'm not doubting this is like the hardest album to come out of Canada, period. Okay? But I'm saying that one little thing is they're gonna use against him.
They're going to. It's already been used against him.
That was the first thing a woman said to me yesterday. As soon as I started playing it. Like, well, it's hard, but he went to jail for shooting a girl. I'm like, come on.
I seen some YouTube videos where, like, so this guy's supposed to be gangster for shooting a chick. It's like,
you see, that's the thing, but I'm giving him the right to explain his his trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to listen to this young man for what he's actually going through now. If he made the mistake.
And he's saying in the songs that I ain't do it.
Exactly.
He's literally saying in the
I ain't
song.
do it.
Pretty clearly.
Yeah.
Multiple times. And he tells you that DNA evidence and everything. He actually walks you through what happened.
It's not like we're listening to him and he's like, yeah, I shot this chick, but you know, sorry for that. And people are like, why aren't you being remorseful? He's like, I ain't do it.
I'm locked up in here. I gotta put on some music and let you guys know what's really going on.
And I've seen a video, and I'm not gonna mention the name because I'm not even gonna try to get into any beef. But they're like, yo, so are you trying to be gangster for trying to hold it down for not being a snitch for shooting a chick? Like,
he never had to snitch. He got snitched on then.
No, but is that what a thing? Is that a thing? Because he's saying like, I wasn't trying to just be out there saying, okay, because he could have just said, it's not me, it was so-and-so, right? And he wouldn't be in jail right now.
But then he'd be a snitch.
No, I don't think so, bro. You told the truth. Bro, you were about to go, if he hadn't seen the future for 2 seconds, you'd have been like, I'm going to go to jail for almost for the rest of my life.
But don't you think the fan base would have been like, bro, you snitched on a girl?
But I didn't shoot the girl, bro. It's a girl. Someone came and shot a girl. They're going to blame you for shooting a girl, bro. It's not like a man.
I get it.
Yo, someone popped out of somewhere and shot a girl in front of me. I might say something. Call me a snitch then. You shot a woman in front of me and now I'm getting blamed for it? Brother, I'm saying something.
Yeah. So,
brother, I'm not going to jail for that.
So you're saying in hindsight, he should have said something, but like him not saying something, does that make him holding it down? Is that, because like you said, it's a girl getting shot. It wasn't him in the middle of some shit and some gangster shit.
Yeah.
Right? So does him holding it down keep him solid? Or he should have just said some shit?
I think in a way, it kind of was meant to happen like this because this has boosted his aura and his legacy in a way that's different. And in a way, like God has to like send you trials and tribulations. Okay, he could have got out scotch-free, maybe would have even forgot about it in a few months and he'd still be Tory Lanez, but now he's becoming almost like a Tupac-esque figure, a symbol. Bro, a symbol for prison reform, a symbol for, you know, pro-black activity and stuff. So it's like,
he's more famous.
He's more famous now
than he was then.
Yeah.
Megan's went down. His went up.
And he does mention that on a couple of, not a couple of songs, but I remember on one song specifically, he said something about like, I ain't worried about your little 8,000 copies or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he dissed her record sales.
She gets 8,000 copies?
Yeah.
No way.
Her album sales weren't the greatest in the first week last year when she dropped her shit. Like nobody really cared. You know
no
what
one
I'm saying?
cares, bro.
People are focused on what's Tory up to. Like,
yeah.
And I also like the fact that Gilly and Wallow had him on the show.
Yeah.
There's a lot more people that are starting to warm up to having him on the show. And it makes me think to myself, so what does that have to say about the other side?
What's the other side though?
Like the plaintiff, Megan and them, like, you having Tory on the show means you support Tory, even if you don't say it. You know, I know Gilly's trying to be neutral. You know what I'm saying? He said a couple of things when Tory was like off the phone and before he came back on. And he's like, you know, everybody gets, deserves a second chance. He wasn't trying to say, he's innocent. He didn't want to stand on that. But you just doing anything with Tory means, without saying, you believe he's innocent, in my opinion.
Or you're just willing to support him.
No, you gotta give a man a chance to tell his story. Just like she got the chance to tell her story, but she went to Netflix with it.
Yeah, and Gayle King and
like Gayle King. Come on, like that's really gonna make me jump.
She didn't pull up on any demand.
She didn't pull up Gayle King. Let's be real. Let's be real, because the control, now they're controlling the narrative, right? So like, imagine now you get her in front of academics. He's gonna eat her alive.
She's folding. She wouldn't go on Kai.
Jay-Z's not gonna put her there. Jay-Z's not gonna put her in these little, let's say,
with
nigga moments. You get what I'm saying? He ain't gonna put her there. So right there, he explained that even with the lawyer that he had was in cahoots with Rock Nation.
And she spoke out and she said, because she has a movie, right?
The doc.
No, she has like a TV series or a movie or something like that. The lawyer. She's in a movie series.
Okay.
Right? And they're saying that Rock Nation produced it and da-da-da-da-da. And she's saying like listen, man, she's had nothing to do with any of this Rock Nation stuff that Tory's talking about. You know what I'm saying? She has no relationship with them prior, blah, 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 blah. So she's already spoken out about what Tory has to say about her. But that's just her side of the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's gonna deflect it.
Yeah.
I don't believe her.
We don't believe her neither.
We don't believe you.
I don't believe her neither. But there's just too much questions in the air. Also, I want to give a big salute to young Dave Bangin. He has some production on this. Right? He's been
and he himself was going through recovery. For being
sickle
shot.
Cell. No, sickle cell.
Sickle cell. Pardon me.
Sickle cell, brother. Not every black person in the hospital.
No, because Tory Lanez had a bar where he was like, he got shot, like, and he survived or something like that. Like,
well, but I don't think it was for young Dave.
Okay.
He said they're going through the same thing. Like he's locked up and now he's in a hospital bed.
Going
through the same pain.
But I feel like he mentioned like getting shot, but I could be wrong.
Did this whole project?
I didn't just say that because he was black.
Joking with you.
So his caption here, and this is from young Dave Bangin. He says, and he adds Tory Lanez, Peterson album out now. Did this whole project admitted in critical condition, in so much pain, shed tears to this. Still can't believe I got placement on this one. For all the kids with sickle cell, we superheroes.
Yeah. Wow. Come on, Dave.
Oh, that's what he said. He been close to death. Okay.
Yeah, but that's so goated that he's rapping about his producer.
Sure.
I've never heard somebody rap about his producer for that many bars. You know what I mean? Like, this is what my producer's going through. Like, yo, Tory's a good nigga, bro.
Man.
Holy.
That's a crazy story.
Yo, man. Honestly, man.
Salute to him. No, salute to him, man. Hold on, let me get the round of applause button up here, man. Jeez.
Yo, there were only there were only a few moments in the album where I'm like, okay, it sounds like an iPhone, but the majority of the album, I was like, yo, this just sounds like a regular Tory Lanez song. It didn't sound too out of place.
A little bit, it could have been a little louder. The vocals, just a little where it's like, you know, when you get it like boom.
Yeah.
When you get Tory, when he was out, you get the real Tory.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it because I know where he's coming from, bro.
Yeah. I feel like they focused on the higher frequencies and try to make it sound smooth instead of like, they didn't really have too much bass in it, but like his singing songs with the reverb and everything, it just sounded
great.
Like proper. Like,
So
salute to the engineers.
The engineers and the producers did an amazing job on this, like filling in the blanks for whatever he did from in jail.
Yeah.
No disrespect to like Shine or anybody, but like Shine did the jail thing and it didn't come out close to as good as this.
No.
However, technology was different back then.
Very much
You know what I'm saying? Like he was literally doing it over the jail phone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Tory did some of these over the jail phone, but also some of them through an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly, because you're not allowed to have iPhones in there.
Is this the best prison album in the history of hip hop?
Yes. Out of prison album, there's not like a bunch to choose from.
But I'm just saying, like, we're Canadian, we're a minority. A Toronto man goes to American prison out of all the rappers that are in prison, and he records the best album. That is respectable. Like, I know Americans get at us, but like, you got to think about that.
they better salute us right now.
That is a big salute, bro. That's revolutionary in a sense.
Not only that, like he's found a way to extend his notoriety while he's in prison.
Yeah.
Because no matter how much I've reported about these 15 albums or whatever, music gets dated.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are depending on all the stuff you recorded while you were home, that might not work out. You put out some of that stuff that, just sitting in a tuck and then it sounds kind of dated and they're like, I don't know if I like this. Like, we need some new shit from this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he found out a way to record new music that sounds just as good as music as if you were home. So he can continuously add clips into the chamber while he's away. So it's not like, oh man, I can't wait for Tory to come home and give us new music. Like, nah, bro, I just gave you some last month.
Just gave you 20 songs.
I gave you 20 songs. You could ride with that for another 6-7 months. I'll cook up again and give you some more. So it's like, we're waiting for you to come home, but it's not like we're just for your own safety at this point. It's because we're not missing the music.
You're saying 6-7 months is the average like lifespan of an album nowadays?
Yes.
I feel like nowadays it's even less. I feel like it's like
2 weeks.
3 or 4.
No, I was being generous.
It's like a day.
I was being generous. But if the music is good enough and then you could keep on taking songs out of there and that song becomes a radio hit and that song, you can maybe get 6, maybe even a year off of an album.
I think normally if he's like out, of course, because
Yes.
he could put content out for each song
Yes,
and
that's
like
true.
space that out. But for what it is for him now, just audio,
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say. But I think by then he'll have more things unfold. Perhaps he might even get out. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah,
aren't they
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to reopen the case? And like,
I
it's
hope
not-
they do.
He
They're, like,
still has his
appealing.
appeal that has to come up that hasn't happened yet.
He dropped at a perfect time too.
Yeah,
Nobody dropped this week.
Okay, so is this better than the Drake P&D album in your opinion?
Well, listen, man.
Come on.
I think it's a good album. I don't think we need to compare one with the other to appreciate one or the other.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think on its own, it's what it is. And one is a R&B album, one's a rap album
with
Mm.
some R&B on it though.
with some R&B
So very
sprinkled in it.
soulful.
Now, if it was R&B for R&B and we're having competition where we're not,
Oh,
then I would say, okay, Tory might have had a better R&B album, but he didn't make one. He made a rap album, so I can't judge it.
That's not a
I've been-
rap album.
No,
that has
I-
R&B in it.
Yeah, we have some pushback. I think we asked you about the albums itself. We didn't ask you
Side
about
by
the
side,
sound and on the
Friday.
music.
Side
and
by
that stuff.
side.
It's not. So, yo,
Then what's that expression?
Yeah.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
oh, this guy just used the biggest words on me. Like I can't even know where he got that from. I'm like, where the
It's
hell
a
did
real
that come
term. Comparison is the thief of joy. Just
Okay.
enjoy both of them. We don't
Enjoy
need to
both of
compare.
them. Okay, cool.
Man, what kind of OVO hoodies did they drop off this week, bro? What?
The not to pack
You really,
Yeah.
you really can't see
Yo,
which album is better?
Well, I like the Tory album more, but I
Thank
also
you.
like rap more.
but listen, bro, they were rapping on the P&D album, bro.
You know some raps.
They were rapping.
There's a couple rapidy raps.
There's a couple rapidy raps. Listen. Yo, next.
Y'all ain't
Yo.
gonna paint me into the corner, man.
I want to. You gotta
Squiggle
weave.
out that corner.
He's bobbing and weaving out of this one.
No, because you know
Wow.
what, you know what I realized. You know what I realized about this album. There
Mm.
is a lot of Drake nostalgia in terms of
Yes.
stylistically. There's a lot of Kanye influence, a lot of
Yeah.
gospel.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
were saying
yeah,
his
yeah.
dad's a pastor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I do feel like there was like P&D type records that Tory Lanez did better than P&D.
Yes.
And
I
maybe
do too.
maybe arguably Drake type
That
records that Tory Lanez did.
better than
Tory
Drake,
Lanez did a
brother.
better Drake than Drake in a
Fam,
way.
Remember he said it. I can do this better than them. Remember. Yo, hold on. We gotta back him up in the corner right now. Listen. Remember. He said from the jail cell, I can make something better than this. His buddy was like, his boy was like, I don't know if you can right now. He's like, what? From the same phone that I'm using right now.
That he did say that.
And then what happened? He
did
dropped
do it.
something a week later, almost 2 weeks, bro.
Well, let's leave that to the comments.
These guys are on road.
What do you guys think in the comments? Who between the two albums, some sexy songs for you or the Peterson album?
Yo, he had so many Drake-esque flows. And then I see
Yes,
a
I know.
purpose.
I was like, yo, he's doing it better.
Yeah, he's doing it better to P&D. Yo, bro.
Yo, someone tried
Tory is the
to
GOAT.
say, someone tried to say to me that this album is a little bit depressing. I had to look back at them and say, the nigga's in jail, dog. What the hell you expect? It's gonna be a little bit, certain songs are gonna be a little bit downing because he's explaining to you what's going on in his life.
Yeah.
Those guys never gave me one moment of what's going really on in their life. Just
They
hug
didn't-
me, hug me.
Bro, Tory got
Nokia.
so vulnerable. He was talking about how his wife smashed his homie
Homies
while he was in the
jail.
jail.
That's why they broke
That's
up.
vulnerable.
That's why she broke up with him, and then he had no conjugal visits or whatever it's called.
Yeah, and the guy's pining over Iggy, bro. He talked about Iggy on like 2-3
He
songs.
loves Iggy Azalea.
Iggy probably gave him that good, bro.
I know, but then he
He
has
doesn't
to.
get conjugal visits yet.
He could have if he was married.
Yeah, and
That's
then there
probably
was a
why
whole
he married
thing.
her.
And there was a whole thing that happened in the news when they were showing
Yeah.
that he was going through like some issues with his baby mother
Baby
or
mama.
whatever. Yeah,
That's what he
yeah,
was talking about. See, that is what I need. You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on with you, dog.
Yeah,
And that's painful because like I feel like it's hard for some people to be like, oh, like my girl smashed someone on the outside, but that happens a lot.
It
and like
happens to a
man's
lot of
like
mans
certain
in
mans
jail.
can relate to that. And to
Yeah.
see a man like kind of like sing about it and like understand that, okay, like, yo, pussy is pussy. So like you threw it at him.
Yeah,
But like, I trusted you. What
Yeah.
about all this stuff I did? Condo in Miami. We could have had it all. Like, I'm like, damn, like,
Yeah.
you could tell he's really being reflective, introspective,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it still sounds good
Yeah.
and he has time to
He has a lot of time.
to reflect on shit,
to
right?
express his thoughts.
Yeah.
he has a lot of time.
No, well, we're gonna probably get some more products from him. Like you were saying, like the album cycles are short these days, so
Yeah.
we will probably get in the next 3 months another album from Tory. You never know, man.
Yeah.
But salute to Tory Lanez, man.
Salute.
Great album. Go cop that right now. It's in your phone. Oh, one last thing I want to say about that. Make sure to go look up the album, look up Tory Lanez Peterson, because there's been saying that
Can't find it.
It's harder to find on DSPs and stuff.
He's getting that done to him.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. They're gonna try to suppress the album. So make sure to go run it up and let's defy the algorithm.
I wonder.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip
watching.
hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.